Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Today it is a delight for me to continue our rollout of candidates for the upcoming election. And I'd like to introduce to you now our candidate for constituency number 6, Mr. Charles Clarke. Mr. Clarke.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd first like to say that I'm excited and I'm humbled to be chosen as a candidate for Hamilton Parish West constituency number 6. My roots run deep in Hamilton Parish. My grandparents were the late Cyril and Agatha Burgess. Miss Burgess was a well-known school teacher in Hamilton Parish, and my grandfather was a contractor. My mother, Dr. Faith Burgess Clarke, who's standing here with me, is also from Hamilton Parish, was born and raised in Hamilton Parish. I stand here on the ground of Bethel AME Church that was built by my great-grandfather, the late Austin Richardson, as well as he was the first minister of the AME Church here in Bethel. Whilst canvassing, it's been quite interesting. I've been pleased to be able to knock on quite a few doors at this point. Most persons are interested in affordable housing. You find that there are some seniors who would like a better package when it comes down to insurance for themselves. I know we are working on those as we speak. There's also the thing of education that is being addressed at this time. Also, while walking around in the area, I've noticed that the railway tracks, especially further down in Clarke, still need to be preserved, and they still need to be beautified so that they can be used by everyday citizens for training purposes, just out for a walk, or even just have a bench to sit off and watch the water. But also, even at Shelley Bay Field, I've noticed that though it is a nice and beautiful place, it's still the same way that it used to be when I trained there at Hamilton Parish. That hasn't changed. We need to make that into a multi-purpose facility that will be used by just about everybody in Hamilton Parish, as well as the persons around Bermuda. So we do have a bit of work to do, and I'll work with those ministers in order to make sure that that happens. Also, in closing, I would just like to say I would like to thank the constituents. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank the PLP for having faith in me and allowing me this opportunity, as this is a step that I've been looking for quite some time. Thank you very much.
Well done. Well done.
I might add that Mr. Clarke is known to me not just because he used to work in the Ministry of Transport, but also because he's involved in club life in Bermuda and is now employed in the private sector. What you see here now is another example of the process that the PLP uses to select its candidates and how it produces quality. That's what we're looking for, not just any old candidate, so to speak. But we've found a young man here who has told you that he has political aspirations. He represents the future leadership of Bermuda, and we are indeed proud to have him join our team. Thank you very much, sir.
Right, thank you.
And we know you might have questions for him individually, but if you also have any questions of me, now would be a good time to ask.
You'll be going up against the former leader of the opposition.
Yes, Mr. Wayne Furbert.
How do you find that battle?
Well, I know Mr. Furbert, and we do talk regularly, as our last conversation was the day before Cup match. So we're familiar with each other. I have mutual respect for him, just the same as he has for me. And when the polls close on election day, the people will make their choice.